What's going on, Jeromes? It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time for another 7-round Vikings mock draft. Now, Kwesi has certainly been on one as the Vikings maneuver, got themselves a second first-round pick, having all the ammunition that they need to get into the stratosphere and get their quarterback of the future. And I know there's been a lot of talk. Okay, maybe Arizona at 4 moves. I don't know, man. I think the Chargers at 5 definitely could move. I think New England potentially could move. But Daniel Jeremiah, we just did a video on it a little bit earlier today, had said that Washington, in his opinion, is more likely to move than New England. So, gunning for that number 2 spot. I think number 1 is still off limits. Even though Kwesi would deal in division, I don't think that Poles and the Bears would have the huevos to give the Vikings a future franchise quarterback in case he's good. Could you imagine if the rookie TBD ends up being CJ Stroud adjacent, ends up being an all-pro, ends up being a Super Bowl champione, and the Bears just gave them to the Vikings? It'd be great, man. But we are going to be gunning for that number 2 spot with Washington. So I know that people have we've been over this. Throw the trade charts away, especially in something like this. Precedent is 3 first-round picks and change to go from where the Vikings are at into the top 4, and I understand that the trade chart says 11-23 equals more than 3. Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen, man. So I think that it's going to be costly to move up, but that's the cost of doing business. So we are actually going to go for number 2. Again, who does number 2 work for? And a 7th, because I feel like it. All right, so it starts and ends with 11-23. I know that this is unpopular. I know that this is unpopular. Where is it? Oh, why can't we scroll? There we go. I know it's unpopular. Brian O'Neill. He's 29. Had injury issues the last 2 seasons. Play last year wasn't ideal, and also he does have an inflated contract. Right now, he's slated to have the highest cap hit on the books for 2025. Also, I think 2024 too. Anyways, so having him be part of the deal, I think that I know that it hurts. I know that it hurts. And also it's probably going to take at least a future 4th-round pick too. So 11-23, Brian O'Neill and 4th-round pick. Now, O'Neill would be a massive upgrade on the right side over Andrew Wiley, I believe is their incumbent, former Kansas City Chief. And the Washington Commies are putting together a very veteran-laden team. And this one would make sense for them. So they're moving out of 2. They could still draft their quarterback of the future, either at 11-23 or in the 2nd round. They get a massive upgrade at right tackle, and also opens up another rookie quarterback needs a right tackle. Yes, again, fully understand that, but enhance. Oh, just said no. All right, so we're on the clock. Caleb Williams goes at 1, and now I understand. So when the Vikings are at 4 or 5, they have their chance. They have their choice of whoever's left over from the big 4 quarterbacks. At 3, they have their choice after 2 quarterbacks are off the board. Now, I get it. There's differing opinions on these quarterbacks. Some people are all in on J.J. McCarthy. Some are not. Some are all in on Jaden Daniels. Some are not. The Bo Nix cult is kind of awesome. Not gonna lie. I love that dedication. I wish that people were that dedicated to me. But Drake May, I get that he's a gamble. I get that sometimes he forces the issue, especially last year. That 2022 tape was sublime. I think that the upside is certainly there. He's not as polarizing of a prospect as Josh Allen, but there is a lot of Josh Allen to his game. He plays well in structure, but also he's great at jazz. He's great at making plays outside the pocket and keeping his eyes downfield. He does have good mobility. He does have size. He does have a big arm. He does have accuracy. He does have cojones when it comes to making plays in the clutch. So, boom or bust, baby. Although people make a lot about his floor, I don't think that his floor is necessarily that low. I just really don't. All right, so we have our quarterback of the future now. It's a long ways till the Vikings are on the clock again. All right. So now looking, people are going to be so mad if we just take a wide receiver right away. But that happens. Eric All, they've done a lot of work on. Trey Benson would be great with this offense. Estime is fantastic. Cam Hatt, we want to go that route. LT3, A little bit of penetrating 3-tech as well. Cooper BB accessories. I think that's the name of the game. I think we need to maneuver. Yeah, we definitely need to maneuver a bit. So we're going to do our usual like back-to-back pick thing. All right, so Falcons. Ooh, you kind of owe us one. Hey, all right, so here we go. This is compensation for the this is compensation for the for the tampering. This is what's coming in. There we go. So we just get 109. Feeling fine. I kind of love it, man. So here's what we're gonna do. Now, first we bought the house. Now we're going to buy the insurance. So we are going to take Cooper Beebe, be one of the guards, massive size, All-American. Let's go. And also, speaking of size, we are going to take Christian Jones, massive man on the outside for Texas. So, yeah, I mean, I understand you got a fourth-round rookie trying to replace Brian O'Neill. That's why I got Blake Brandel in there, too. I think Brandel as a utility backup who can play 4 spots, I think that's huge. I think that's huge. So we got the quarterback, we got the guard, we have the right tackle. All right, so now Cedric Ray, Will Shipley. I really like Will Shipley, man. I do. Christian Boyd is there too. All right, so the Vikings. All right, so we need to plan strategy a little bit. Strategize. All right, so Boyd is there. Logan Lee, Tyler Davis, in terms of if we want to run stuffer. I do like Tyler Davis. Can we circle back on that one? All right, let's ensure that we get him. All right, so got the Chargers. It's like 140. We'll give you 157 and 22222 offer trade. All right, so we are going to take Tyler Davis a little bit later on. But this one, are we going to go Clemson back to back? I mean, Will Shipley is a ton of fun. I mean, Will Shipley is like the poor man's Marshall Faulk. Yeah, screw you guys. Yeah, 4 offensive players. Actually, I want Boyd too. We're going to make it happen, Captain. All right, so the G-Men. I said no. 83 back. Just no. All right, offer. One more time. All right, screwed. Yeah, we'll condense these picks. That's fine. All right, draft. All right, so we are going to take Christian Boyd, pass rushing nose tackle, a little bit more wiggle. Had himself a great Shrine Bowl. Also, we are going to take Tyler Davis. I like it. So we got more of a pass rushing nose tackle, and also we got more of a run stuffing nose tackle as well. So we're certainly adding size along the defensive line. I kind of like it. Kind of like it, man. And lastly, we got 2 7th-round picks that are coming up. I'm kind of feeling this one. All right. Eric All is still there. I feel like we have to take him at this point. Was he? I mean, was he on the big board in the 4th round? He's coming off the ACL, sure, but the Vikings have done their homework on him. Physical freak, move tight end. He was the Iowa passing game, which I guess isn't saying much, but you know, should we just take Evan Anderson? So then we got 3-3-3. People would be upset if we didn't. Oh, let's see what's there. Receiver, whatever. Corner. Linebacker, I think, is where we're going to find some value. Yeah. All right, Trevor Wallace is there. Jordan McGee. We'll go with McGee this time. Downhill, underrated. Really like him. All right, so enhance. So Kwesi hasn't been shy. Like, he knows where his bread is buttered. He knows that the Vikings need to find their future franchise quarterback, and I think that they certainly will do that in this draft. So the Vikings give up 11, 23, and a future 4th-round pick and Brian O'Neill to get up to 2. It sucks losing Brian O'Neill, but it's also very nice that the Vikings don't give up their future first. So they got that going on for them, which is nice. So Drake May at 2, big-time arm, a little bit of a gamble, connection between McCown. I think stylistically he fits in with what the Vikings want to do, and I think it's glorious. Now, got to suture up that offensive line from him. Cooper BB accessories. It's going to be fantastic. Adding size to the zone line. Also, this is a shift where we're back. we're so back, baby. Having the massive O-line with BB and Christian Jones, who are both 320 if they're announced. So Christian Jones, I mean, you're penciling him in to take over on the right side. Eventually, maybe Brandon's there to start. There you go. We just took a pick from the Falcons because of tampering. So we got Will Shipley, a dynamic running back. Now, does he have a lot of crossover with Aaron Jones and Ty Chandler? Sure. But now we have three of them. Christian Boyd and Tyler Davis are going to be great on the interior. We're back to having the meats on the defensive line. Also a little bit of upside pass rushing with Boyd. Eric All, who's the tight end who tore his ACL with the Hawkeyes, getting him in the 7th round. That's huge value. Plus Jordan McGee cleaning things up as a special team backup linebacker, maybe some more. But yeah, Drake May is where it starts and ends. Future starts now, man. And Kwesi, hats off to him. Again, not giving up that 2025 first rounder is huge. So you got your quarterback of the future. You got up to 2. You had your choice of May, Daniels, and McCarthy. So hopefully it's the right one. There we go. But that's it. 7-round Vikings mock draft on this beautiful Saturday. You all are the best. Skull. Some production value.